Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Bite Size Reactions, where today we're watching Young Justice Phantoms, episode 13. Before we get started, this episode is going to be the last episode before the mid-season break, and we'll have a little bit of time before the second half of the season shows up. And because it's a break, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to all the viewers who have watched this episode with me and watched every episode with me so far. It's been amazing. I totally did this on a whim. And this has become my top most watched reactions. And that's really cool. Not just watched, you guys are interacting with me in the comments, helping me, and you really don't know how much that means to me, since, in terms of my perspective, sometimes it just feels silly that I'm talking to a camera. But, you guys make it worth it. Thank you. Back to the episode. Child is turning the earth into a living hell. Klarion is a school bus, and it looks like we may be losing Zatara in some really bad event. Steltag Otni T.
Child killed you.
She killed Tico, so I lost my familiar, my anchor, and my best friend.
Klarion now
It's hard to feel sad for you after all the nonsense you've done.
Brilliant deduction, genius.
This is perfect. Now you two can team up.
out of the question.
Oh, come on, Fate.
Cannot be trusted.
Agreed.
Common enemies.
Now you need each other.
Justice League.
Oh, I really hope someone sends them back to their proper timeline. Killer Frost and I don't know who you. Welcome to the Depressed Garfield show.
Yeah, that's not going away anytime soon.
Garfield,
Hey, Perdita.
happy to see
Please,
I mean,
please, Perdita,
surprised and happy.
do something.
Why are you
Maybe you can
on a
help
shopping
him.
Spree? Economic. Thanks.
No, no, come on, Perdita. You can do this. You're the only one left who can get to it.
Of course. These kids, are we seriously gonna trust him not to stab us in the back?
Of course not.
Hear you.
Not even a little bit. But right now we have no choice.
I can still hear you.
Yes, we know this Klarion.
Whatever he might do.
You're inside me. I can hear everything.
Good.
Of course. Old Salem Animal Shelter.
Govern the balance in all
Ooh,
things.
Vandal Savage is appealing to the Lords of Chaos and Order specifically.
But upon the planet
There is tragedy, Savage. You are to blame.
Yes, it really is.
Sign has evolved Earth into a significant front in the war between Order and
That it is. Earth is not nowhere anymore. It's a huge deal in everywhere.
Savage has no one to blame but himself.
I want to apologize for not talking, but I know that the second I do that, I'm gonna have way too much footage.
Are you guys enjoying?
What are you looking for exactly?
New name. Something totally original.
Let me guess, it's not totally original.
Call her Tico.
But that was dumb.
Now that the Wish Boy
I figured that was gonna happen.
have shared the bond, the child continues her rampage.
The school bus? 10 years?
You and
Time
I
travel?
Stay with the bus. We'll be back to send you home.
And I want to help you through this. If you let me.
Please let her. Please, please. You've been spiraling out of control way too far.
Use their own power to
Oh,
destroy
short. Absorbing it. Stop.
This can only
Slow and steady.
Oh, and she's stealing her power.
Well, that's not right.
Now call it while she's distracted.
Oh! Oh, that is horrifically cool. Yes, she's definitely not human, but that is very creepy.
it is as light without shadow. If Darkseid's will comes to
Really? Is Vandal Savage's mind games and logical arguments, is that what's gonna help save the day today?
rather than fight over
This
one
universe is
area of the
complicated.
world, we should join forces.
The different going through his eyes, that is such a really cool thing.
Let the scales balance themselves.
It will suffice.
So they're taking their boost away from the child. And you turned the rain into fire rain. Oh well, she's angry now. She was laughing before, but now she's really annoyed. Mary, stop. Stop, Mary.
You're draining the life force from us, from everything.
Mary, someone please poke her, because she can't hear you.
Yeah, I like her.
I am actually. So, you don't have to worry anymore.
No, what are you talking about? She's only gonna worry more.
A break you neglected. I came 9,000
No,
kilometers.
I know you're hurt.
I didn't ask you to.
Why
I
not?
know you're hurt,
I've
but
been calling, texting. All you
she
have to do is
needs.
pick up your phone and-
Okay, good. You saw it.
What are these?
Nothing.
You're pushing me away.
Good. Now you need to fight it. You
You
can't
need
let him
Let me get you help.
do it.
Don't need help.
Do it anyway.
Field, I love
This is
you,
called an intervention.
But I don't do breaks. If you won't let me help you, and if
Enough
you
with the
won't
let.
help yourself,
Stop with the
I
let.
won't stand by and
Just
watch
do
you
it.
self-destruct.
Noted. There's the door, Your Majesty.
No. Intervention. God damn, he needs intervention. Perfect. Bad luck powers to the rescue here. Shouldn't have called him Flaw.
No, wait. I can fix it. Dang it.
I feel all warm and fuzzy.
Oh, that is so weird. That is so
It's been
odd.
not.
I'm still worried because the title of this episode is Break My Heart. And besides Garfield, I don't see hearts broken on this side.
But there's something we need to discuss. Him. The world doesn't need another him.
Of whom do you speak?
You, obviously.
Maybe now's not the time. Khalid, Tracy, and myself. Each wears the helmet for a week before handing it off to the next in line, keeping Fate's host fresh and healthy
That's
at all times. And with
an
that,
interesting
3 weeks after
proposition.
that, the host gets a life.
Not this one. She is powerful.
No.
Nabu's not
If I remember
arguing.
more.
He seems to be okay with it.
The notion has logic and potential.
Not to mention your own. You've sacrificed enough.
Look, this is the logical
I can
option.
Take this on 1 week in 4. Please.
Come on.
I never could say
Yes.
no to my girl.
This is a good idea, honestly.
Excuse
Don't have to worry about the curse of Nabu.
I'm sorry. I didn't even have a chance to ask.
I need to know, was this your plan all along? Did you take on proteges with the express purpose of using us to liberate your father?
Oh, please. Oh my god, look at her face. It's a yes. That is a yes. This was her plan all along. Oh, Zatanna.
I want to be clear. You do not have to do this. But you're 18. You can make your own decisions. Thank you.
Another good thing about taking the helmet off every few weeks is that you can opt out in a time.
Your father should at least discuss this. So I will go first.
Well, there you go. Kal is becoming the next Dr. Fate, for the next 7 days. And it looks like Fate's helmet will have a crack in it for the foreseeable future.
In fact,
It was the mere contemplation
best students.
of an act of love.
What? What do you mean it's Zatanna's fault? How?
I made my No, you've
Wait,
all been through a lot.
I don't understand. Is he trying to say that this whole nonsense was caused by her? That doesn't make any sense. They're out. They're back. Hey, that's Connor. He ain't gone.
I think I saw Connor's spirit.
Okay, he's half gone, but there's a chance he's back.
At rest. He needs help.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna end it like this, aren't you?
Possibly adult version of your
Oh, that's so funny. That means Black Canary has had knowledge of the next of the last 10 years. Speaking, Dinah, please, can someone set you in Garfield's case? He needs you. Oh, no. Oh, no, this fudge knuckles. Don't listen to goodness. Don't.
Twice they've denied you power.
No, don't give into it. Don't give into the addiction. Don't listen to her. No. Shut the fork up, you. Yeah. No.
Say it, child.
No.
Shazam.
Fork. And that was episode 13, Kaerb im Traeh. Break My Heart. I'm going to be frank with you, not entirely a great, it's not really a mid-season finale. But then again, this isn't how the show is, structured. It isn't structured for a mid-season finale. It's just like, here's literally just the first half of episodes, and then here's a few weeks of separation between 13 and 14, which is odd. I personally don't understand why it needs to happen when you could delay the whole season and release all the episodes back to back, but I'm not the guy in charge of this stuff. Garfield had one last chance in terms of his girlfriend Perdita showing up, but he alienated her too. So I can only hope that, as angry as she may be with him, she goes and reaches out, right? Sets up, because this kid needs an intervention. It doesn't matter how many no or I'm fine or all that nonsense he may say. He needs an intervention. He needs someone else to tell him that, no, shut up, I'm not listening to you. You're wrong. You need help. Please. Please. I guess the only one who can do it is Magan, and even that doesn't work because she has her own issues, and let's just say I'm not liking the Depressed Garfield show this whole season, and I really, really hope we can get it fixed up early in the second half. I don't want to have this drag on too much. Honestly, if it drags on any further, it will start getting annoying, because at what point do people ignore what he's saying to them, right? Whatever. That's an issue for later. Back to the main part of the episode. Final conversation with Child. They're losing, and Vandal Savage comes to the rescue by using logic against the Lords of Chaos and Order to help out. Child loses her, buff, and she's taken out. Zatanna's plan to rotate the Helmet of Nabu between multiple magic users is quite an interesting one. And to be fair, I'm not sure why she's only doing it with the proteges. I'm sure there are more magic people associated with the League who wouldn't mind carrying the helmet for a bit. Because it could be a rotate by making it a rotation and sharing the curse. It is a very different feeling, right? It lessens the whole curse aspect, essentially, right? I mean, Zatara gets to have a life again. Seriously, I was very worried after last episode that he would be dying this episode. Everything he said seems to lead to that. And luckily, I was wrong. He survived this episode, and he was freed from Nabu for, at least 3 weeks out of a month. But the idea that Zatanna was planning this all along is kind of iffy, right? It's certainly not a great thing for her character to have done. It's sneaky, and that weird association the Phantom Stranger seemed to have, insinuating that she may have caused all the stuff in this arc. I'm sorry, I don't know if I missed something. Maybe you guys in the comments can help me figure that out. But that seems a bit crazy. From the other backstories we're saying, it seems like it's Savage's fault, but I don't know. It's really interesting. And of course, right at the end, we alienated Mary, and in her desperation, alone in her desperation, she turned back into, she used the Shazam again, turning into a Marvel. And that's not great, considering how addicted she was to the power before. It's another time when you shouldn't let them go. Don't let these people be alone right now. They need you. And you're not helping. It's really frustrating. Hopefully we can help her sometime this season, but I don't know. This show has so many characters to deal with. Who knows if we're coming back to her at all, right? Honestly, that felt a little rambly, but overall, I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed this whole Zatanna arc. It's so much fun to get, a more magic side of things, once in a while. These stories are so varied and cool from across the DC universe, and that's so much fun. This season has done something really interesting with these mini arcs on the OG characters, and it's certainly different. I'm not going to go claim that it's a better way to do the show. I don't think it is, but it is a different way to do the show, and it's a really interesting one. And considering we've had the girls for the first half of the season, I'm hoping Calder and Dick get little mini arcs of their own next season. All in all, that was a fun episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is uploads to my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.